I'm still sniffing the empty glass that contained the 31-year-old Lafroig. What a lovely dram that was. It was complex and it was subtle. And at the same time, all the flavors kind of married together. But right now, it's been a while since I poured this glass. This is a 5-year-old Battle Hill bottling of Royal Brackla at 58% alcohol by volume. Now this reminds me, the nose reminds me a lot of Glenglassaugh. The 58% alcohol by volume really carries the toffee and caramel notes. A little bit malty too, and there's something else as well. It's going to be interesting to add a little bit of water to this one. It's hot. Yeah, it's hot. At 58%, it's hot. I'm getting the alcohol on this, but I'm also getting so much of that butterscotch and caramel. It is lovely. That, you know what? This was sent to me by Jackass Whiskey and Pinto beans, and he hit the nail on the head with this one. If he wanted to know what I really liked, he's hit it. The nose of this is, to me, is superb. Even though it's only 5 years old, that doesn't matter. I wouldn't care if it had no age statement. I like that style of whiskey that has a lot of caramel, toffee, butterscotch, the likes of Glencadam or Glenglassaugh. And this seems to be right along the same. Oh, if all Royal Brackla is this nice, I've been missing out because this is the first Royal Brackla I've ever had. Wow. Well, I'm going to taste it neat because even though it's such a high ABV, there seems to be so much flavor there that it's not acting as an anesthetic for me. Imagine if the alcohol by volume was around 50% rather than 58. This would be just, I would get even more flavor, I think, because at this strength, the alcohol content acts as an anesthetic. Well, before I add any water, I'm going to taste it. Oh, toffee. This is nice. Whoa, powerful. Oh, that's barely drinkable. I'm getting a, wait, that's too much. The nose may be beautiful, but I'm going to give it a spoon. I think I'm going to give it another spoon, half a spoon. Oh, that's mean. Why did they bottle it at 58%? I don't know. I like whiskeys that I can just drink that aren't going to burn my mouth out. Yeah, okay. With the addition of water, it's definitely not nearly as hot as it was. Although it still packs a wallop. I added 2 spoons of water. I wonder if I drowned it. Okay. I'm still getting butterscotch and toffee. I'm getting a little fruit now. Maybe a bit of apple and pear. And something nutty, like cashews or almonds, maybe, marzipan. Not sure. There's still caramel and butterscotch. And some vanilla. Let's see what happens on the palate now that it's had that water added to it. Oh, that is much nicer. Butterscotch, buttery smoothness. Well, not that smooth, but buttery butterscotch. It's still pretty hot. I'm going to give it another spoon. Wow, burn your mouth right out. Should have got another glass of water while I was at it. Okay. This is very much spirit driven, I think. And the casks or the barrels that they used must have been like first fill to get this much caramel. Maybe a part of that was the new make as well. I don't know. Now it's drinkable. Butterscotch, caramel, toffee. Not getting any fruits now, it's just toffee, caramel, butterscotch. Yum. This is like vanilla ice cream with butterscotch ripple in it. Because there's some vanilla in there too. It's still pretty warm. It's still pretty hot. This is a spirit-driven maturation, but how they got so much toffee and caramel and butterscotch in there, I don't know. Still, I'm tasting the new make. I'm tasting the wood too. And the wood is rather bitter at this point. Maybe there was even some virgin oak in there. I don't know. Didn't get much information. Well, let's see what it says about this. Let's say Battle Hill. Battle Hill. I can't spill anymore. Royal Brackla. And okay. No, we want the 5-year. It says 5-year-old here. Okay. Speyside. $56 Canadian. Okay, here we are. Region, Speyside. Whiskey producing region. Okay, we know that. But what about this one in particular? Battle Hill Royal Brackla. What does it say about it? Okay. Single malt. It doesn't say much else. I think I've got on. This is Wine Searcher. I think I'm on the wrong place here. And what does it say on this one here? Battle Hill Royal Brackla 5-year-old single malt whiskey. Add 2 cart. But it does not say anything about it. What if I look up? I don't know. What does Total Wine say? Total Wine. You were born before this date. Yes, I was. Battle Hill Royal Brackla. Add 2 cart, but it doesn't say anything about it. It says light vanilla sherry spice complex, but it didn't get. It just doesn't seem light at all. It's heavy, and it's not light at all. It's heavy with that high alcohol content. Vanilla, yeah. Funny, it says sherry here, but I got and spice. I got all that toffee and caramel. Maybe that was from the sherry. Interesting. And spice, yeah. What I originally mistook for heat, maybe spice towards the end. Yes, in the aftertaste, it's very spicy. But I wouldn't call it light until you put a lot of water in it. And sherry. No, I just got a lot of vanilla and Uh, Mostly butterscotch and toffee. Sherry? I don't know about sherry. Spice, yes. Yeah, there's spicy. I like the nose before I put water in it. And the flavor is okay after I put water in it. So we got spice, and I'm not getting a lot of sherry though. I'm not getting that much fruit. I'm just getting a lot of caramel and butterscotch and toffee and that kind of thing. That's from the Highlands. Malty and fruity. Heavier mouthfeel than older single malts you'll find from this distillery. Light coconut notes. A hint of smoke. Okay, malty, I'll give you that. But fruity, not so much. I don't know which fruits they're trying to say I'm supposed to pick up. Heavy mouthfeel, yeah. Okay. I can see where they're getting coconuts and heavy spice. It says light spice, but I'm getting a lot of spice now. And a hint of smoke? I don't get the smoke. Interesting what it says at Total Wine. Very interesting. What does anyone else say? Royal Brackla Scotch. Okay. Distillery profile. Royal Brackla is located at Speyside, at the least, according to legendary whiskey writer, not infamous child molester Michael Jackson. However, most other whiskey writers place Brackla. The royal part is optional. In the Northern Highlands region, and according to a little survey I did, it seems that most certified malt maniacs agree. North Highlands, yeah, okay. Royal Brackla was founded in 1812 by Captain William Fraser of Brackla. After operating under the same name Brackla for more than 20 years, the distillery earned the right to carry the royal prefix in 1835 when they became suppliers to the court of King William IV. Obviously, the king didn't consume enough whiskey because he died of pneumonia 2 years later in 1837, leaving the throne of Great Britain to Queen Victoria. Royal Brackla remained in the hands of the Fraser family until it was sold to John Mitchell and James Light of Aberdeen in 1898, who rebuilt the distillery. John Bissett and Company Limited from Aberdeen bought Royal Brackla in 1926, sold it to SMD in 1943, and the distillery was rebuilt again in 1965-66, at which point they switched from direct firing of the stills to internal heating. In 1970, the number of stills was expanded from 2 to 4. 15 years later, in 1985, Brackla was closed. Distillery reopened again in 1991, was licensed to John Bissett. Semi-official 10-year-old flora and fauna, bottling. Wow. A lot of stuff going on here. So, just like Glen Glassaw was reopened, Royal Brackla was reopened. And it has a very similar nose. quite nice. It's quite complex. For a 5-year-old whiskey, it's superb. It's amazing. Usually 5-year-olds. I'm glad that they had the guts to put an age statement of 5 years on there. And this is a lot better than another 5-year-old malt whiskey I had late last year. It was a Weems malt called Spice King. This is so much better than that. Anyways, I am getting rather tired, and so I'm going to pour myself another glass of water to enjoy with this Royal Brackla that I'm having right now. And what a flight it was tonight. Sláinte.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Yeah.